Hello everyone and welcome back to my island. Yeah, I know I haven't shown it in a while, and that's because I've been stuck trying to figure out what to do. There are like two areas that are just being two sons of two bitches. Nothing seems to work and it's just driving me nuts. And I think at this point in the game, it's really easy to lose momentum, lose ideas, get stuck, and just not feel like playing anymore. So in this video, I'm going to share everything that I do to help myself overcome my designer's block, if you will. It's not anything particularly groundbreaking by any means, but it can certainly be very helpful. So let's get into it. Alright, so you just built up a really cool area. It's decorated, it's clean, checks off all your boxes, and then you walk past it and then boom, wide open space you have no idea what to do with. Don't worry, you're not alone. This happens to me all the time. So I'm going to start with like the very basic things you can do to help first, just to get them out of the way. So first off, very basic, I know, but find some inspiration. Go to YouTube, Reddit, Pinterest, or wherever and see what's out there. Even if you don't know what you're trying to design, you'll at least find something that you like or gives you some sort of idea, even if it's for a different part of your island. But I will say, looking for inspo is a double-edged sword. If you're anything like me, you can spend hours and hours scrolling on Pinterest, finding so many amazing ideas, and then be left feeling completely overwhelmed and even further away from knowing what to do than when you started. So just be careful of the rabbit hole. My advice is find one or two things that really interest you and just run with it and see how far you get. Even if you don't end up liking it, you at least tried, and now you know that that doesn't really work on your island. Tip number 2 might not apply to everyone. It really depends on the approach you take to designing. But for me, I like to build sort of realistic islands. Like there's a cozy neighborhood, a shopping or market area, a park, you know, things like that. No Godzilla or Optimus Prime taking over a fake New York City that has a UFO above it. I mean, those designs are cool, but not really my vibe. And now since I have that realistic kind of approach, anytime I design something, I always think what would make sense here or what would be something that they would put here. So, for example, small, cozy island community has two shops right beside each other and there's space in front of them. What would they put here? What would make sense? And now on my other island, I built this small boardwalk that I just love, so I took that idea and made this beachy boardwalk. To me, that answered the question, what would make sense, because this is the shopping area with a beach right in front of it. So the beachy boardwalk seemed like a great transition from beach to shops. I don't know, I think just having that frame of mind helps me to narrow down the options of what I can use the space for. Oh my god, there's a balloon! And that's super helpful to me because being able to do literally anything you want is probably my biggest hindrance. It's just too many options, man. It's just too many options. So being able to like narrow it down or put some sort of limit on it helps you to kind of hone in on an idea. Now, tip number 3 is probably the biggest one that I can give you, and it actually kind of applies to everything. It's like a free life tip. Yeah, free life tip. You're welcome. But if you're stuck and you don't know what to do, just start doing something. It will come to you. Like, let's just say you're trying to design an entrance from this bridge. It's good to have some sort of idea, like let's say you want trees or flowers around it, or just something, but you don't know exactly how. Just start doing it. If whatever you start doing is shit, then great. Now you know that that idea you had was complete ass, and you can start trying something else. It's just as beneficial finding out what doesn't work. And I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, you will get an idea that leads to something that will work. I promise this works for anything. Creativity finds you working, so just place shit down. Even if you spend all night on it and afterwards it makes you want to vomit, then good. At least you made progress, and now you know what doesn't look good in that spot, and more than likely you have an idea of what would. And the last thing that I do is kind of like a last resort, but still extremely effective when trying to come up with ideas, is to just stop. Just stop, play a different game, or go outside, feel the sunshine, make friends with a bird, or whatever it is that you do out there. Just take a break from trying to design. I pressure myself to get stuff done in this game so I can make videos on it all the time, and I did the same thing for Fallout 4. But we have to remember, it's just a game. It's supposed to be fun. If you don't know what to do, just go play something else, or just play the game differently. Go to a mystery island, go shopping, go fishing, talk to your villagers. Just have fun in the game, and come back to designing when you're starting to miss it. I unintentionally do this all the time. It's the most effective, but the last thing that I think of doing. I get on that grind, that hamster wheel, and then finally get fed up enough to step away from it, but I always come back with fresh ideas that usually turn into something pretty cool because I am amazing. But that's everything I can think of right now. I feel like I'm missing one or two, but these are the main tips that stand out the most. That Animal Crossing burnout is real, guys. And you know, it's totally fine. Even if you're a content creator and base all of your content around this game, it's totally fine to be burnt out and take a break. We'll still love you, and we'll be here when you get back. But thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully these tips will help you out as much as they helped me. And if you have any tips that I didn't mention, please let us know in the comments. You guys do some amazing work that is always inspiring, so I'd love to hear how you guys come up with your ideas. But please give this video a like, and if you want to see more videos from me, consider subscribing and hitting the bell so you don't miss anything. But thanks again, and I'll talk to you soon.